Hi, this is Teresa Martin from capecodnews. As part of our ongoing reporting for Mental Health Awareness Month, we're finding different ways that we can all be healthier. That's why I'm here at the Cape Cod Museum of Natural History in Brewster, where I'm going to learn about something called forest bathing, where nature itself becomes part of our healing process.
I've lived in the woods a lot of my life, and I absolutely love the woods. And the beauty of sort of more contemporary times is that there's so much scientific research that's coming up that really talks about why the woods are so incredibly important to us.
I'm standing at the start of a woody path with Dr. Carol Morrissey, a certified meditation teacher who leads forest bathing experiences in several places on the Cape, including the Wing Island Trail in Brewster.
What I want people to really understand in the walks that I do is that we're an integral part of this whole, that we're not separate. What I like to say is, well, on this walk, one of the things is that we're going to be talking about some of that science, but we're also going to be really doing a lot of verbing in that I want to invite you into the experience of what this is about for you and how you can feel connected to the living being of the forest.
Here's what forest bathing is not: a brisk walk in the woods, a chatty walk with friends, an aimless amble, a hard charging hike. As I will come to learn, it is a unique meditation and an experience that is better, well, experienced than explained.
It becomes a heart experience, right? It's like you're extending your heart out into this beautiful, in relationship to this beautiful place we call home.
We live in a stress-filled world where sounds often feel loud, images fly by, and our hearts beat ever faster. A path to solid mental health might just lie in breathing with the trees instead.
If I'm on news too much or I'm taking in too much of that external chaos, then I start spinning. And the way in which I unspin myself is get in my body with awareness, get grounded. Grounding is incredibly important in building a relationship with the earth. And then for me, like I think for a lot of people, when we get into our sensory experience of what we're smelling, what we're seeing, what we're experiencing through our senses, the bird songs that we hear, so on and so forth, that's a way it just goes. We're not in our bodies very much. And if we're going to be experiencing this walk out of a place of awareness and out of a place of our senses, it's really helpful to be embodied. I like to do a little bit of exercise in the beginning, just simple body awareness kinds of things to kind of get us based in our homes, and then move from there out into the experience of that gathering sensory input. We're going to start the walk, and what I'm going to ask you to do is to really pay a lot of attention to your body and your relationship to the earth. So we're going to go slow and just follow behind me because I'm going to set the pace for it. One of the things that science has come to understand is that trees give off chemicals, terpenes, and those terpenes are messages that are sent. For instance, pines give off terpenes that are very calming to us. And one of the things that I tell people is, so if you're having a rough go sit under the pine tree in your yard, or go for a walk in a pine forest and just take nice, deep, deep belly breaths. Because
to my surprise, as we walk slowly with intent and awareness, the world shifts. I hear layers of sound. Yes, the cars on Route 6A, but also different bird voices, the swish of a branch. I smell warm mud in the marsh that slides to make way for a hint of pine. As if in slow motion, images of curling pink oak leaves and white berry blossoms surround me.
When I first started doing this walk years ago, it was like, I never realized there were 1,000 shades of green. There's just so much. Play for a minute with your senses and see if maybe some other ones you could bring into play and what they might be telling you.
Without even trying, my breathing slows and evens out. The trees seem to be very aware of us. Research suggests they might be, through the underground rootedness of the mycorrhizal network. Morsi says a new book by biologist Merlin Sheldrake takes us even deeper into the concept of the woods as a living and interconnected place.
He has done some very, very interesting work in exploring the interconnectedness of the mycorrhizal. One of the things that mycorrhizal network are teaching us is that it's a living architecture of exchange. A living architecture of exchange. I love that. He thinks that it's a really new way for us to think about thinking, because we tend to be very linear thinkers. And what he says that the way that mycorrhizal network solves problems is that it just goes out in all directions. It looks at all possibilities. And then if it finds like one place where, oh, that's the resource that they need, then they come back, they kind of all come back in and come over here. Sounds like such a phenomenally interesting way to think about solving problems as opposed to getting so tightly focused where we don't get to see what the options all are.
Forest bathing is like stepping into the sea of this network, moving mind and breath to a different plateau and feeling, yes, literally feeling, the life beneath the bark.
So, I mean, a walk wouldn't be complete without a little tree hugging, right?
Okay.
There's a heart right there.
You see the heart?
Yeah, there you go. It's beautiful. Just around like this, and then this. The heart of the tree. The old ones whisper messages through the summer breeze, breathing, singing leaves. Put down your phones, rest your eyes. Feel your feet caressed by soft earth. Let the dappled light play with your hair. Open your heart and listen below the surface. These woods are filled with stories. And then you can bring your fingers up, all the way up, gathering in the green light of nature. All the way up. Like the trees touching through the clouds to the blue of sky, the light of the sun.